Hi everyone, John here, welcome back to my channel and some Star Citizen Universe news. Now, I said some time ago that I wasn't going to do the news anymore, but never say never again. And I've got a bit of time on my hands and there's quite a bit of worthwhile news worth doing a video on. And first of all, in our hangars for subscribers is this new piece of subscriber flair. This piece of flair is the first in the series from the Pugliese collection, and this one is the unfortunate remains of Ellis 10, whose moon got hit by an asteroid and crashed into the unfortunate planet. Now, with the alpha patch 1.1.2, there's been some changes made to our avatar. As you can see, he's now wearing looks like a skull cap. Now, I'm not sure whether that's to help with the growth of his hair. Probably not, but he's wearing this nice skull cap, and his flight suit here seems to have acquired some quite shiny pieces on his arms and legs. Now, obviously still work in progress, and I think the main changes to our character will become when we get the FPS module, well, whenever. Now, I'm going to have a look at what I call the Gollum test now. Now, that's not because someone who I work with has a habit of calling me Gollum all the time, but mainly because Andy Serkis's company, Imaginarium, Andy Serkis, who played Gollum, of course, is helping to do the motion capture for Star Citizen Squadron 42. Now, as we can see here, I believe the animation has improved since I last looked, and I'm not going to say it's Gollum-like, but where's that juicy fish? Seriously, no, it's looking very nice indeed now. Obviously, work in progress. But, yep, that looks very interesting. Now, the main changes for this 1.1.2 version of Star Citizen is the adding of the tutorial mode for Arena Commander. So, let's have a look. One of the improvements in the game is that loading times has significantly improved. They're a lot faster. And bearing in mind I'm using an SSD, before they were painfully slow. Now, as you can see, you've got a tutorial mode here, and it's got several parts which you can actually pick what part you want to do if you don't want to go through the whole lot. But it's obviously still work in progress, and let's have a look at some highlights from the tutorial. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you get into the tutorial is that you're wearing a new type of helmet. Now, you'll also get these on-screen info guides quite often during the tutorial. Now, if you notice about the helmet is that the HUDs are projected onto the screen, and it does have the effect of reducing your visibility somewhat, but you do get used to it. Now, this is obviously your instructor, who does get a little bit annoyed if you don't follow his instructions clearly. Now, obviously many of you would have seen this in the PTU version, but they have done some changes. They've added some icons to help clearly mark, for example, what ship you're supposed to get into. Now, this is a version of the asteroid hangar. One thing you will notice straight away is that there's no third person view. If you try going into that, it just doesn't work. Now, I probably think that's probably for gameplay reasons, to make you focus on the on the task in hand. But as for someone who makes videos, I always like a third person view, so I can obviously get a cinematic feeling to any videos I make. Anyway, our instructor's going to get in his ship now, and there's actually you can actually explore this hangar, but there's nothing else you can interact with apart from your own ship. There is another character in the hangar, but he's not actually doing anything. He's just standing there. I think he's some type of zombie, but it does give us a chance to have a look at the new suit and helmet up close, and I guess we'll be seeing more of this in the future. Anyway, I better get into my ship, otherwise my instructor is going to be rather annoyed. Right, we're getting into our Gladius now, and one thing I should say is that I had no luck at all using my X-55 to take off with. I kept on just going into reverse, but mouse and keyboard and gamepad, I use an Xbox controller, seem to work very well, so that's one of the things I guess that we'll see improvements in the future on. Now, I personally found that taking off was the most difficult thing to do, especially well, when I tried it with my joystick, but once I mastered my controller, everything seemed to go fairly smoothly. Anyway, there goes my instructor, so let's have a look at the highlights of my taking off from the hangar.
Ready for a vertical takeoff. Once you're aligned, the tower will open the doors. That's it. Once I clear out, it'll be your turn. Nice. You're clear of the pad. Okay, now straight forward onto the taxiway. If you need it, the tower should have lit up your path. Make sure you don't pitch or roll. It'll be tough to get back into proper alignment. Don't align yourself with the middle of the doors. You'd be surprised how many crews forget that the cockpit is not the center of the ship. The tower will open the doors once you're lined up. You're lined up. Hold. Great job. I haven't seen many pull one off on the first try. I've just enabled your targeting system. Use it to target me. Good. When pursuing a target, you'll want to keep your speed as close to theirs as possible. Give it a shot. Make sure I'm targeted and hit match speed.
As you can see, you'll probably recognise that this is another part of the Dying Star map from the Arena Commander. Now, the tutorial consists of obviously takeoff, basic flight maneuvers, combat and landing. So let's have a look at a few of the highlights from the tutorial.
That, my friend, is the Spire. Isn't she a beauty? Moving on. Now this is my favorite part of training, the axial roll. So much fun. Rolling is a great way to orient your ship to fit through tight gaps or evade incoming fire. Now you give it a go. Nice one. You're taking hits. Check your heart for shield and damage status. He's got lock. Missiles incoming. He's got lock. Missiles incoming.
Rear shield under fire.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Fire trap. Fire trap. Missile locked. Shields up.
He's got lock. Missiles incoming.
Fire trap. Missile locked.
He's got lock. Missile.
Now I did find performance in the tutorial mode pretty good, apart from when one of the Vandal ships got destroyed, when there was a little bit of stutter, and I got that on 2 different machines, so it's obviously a little
Make sure your
bit of
ship
glitch
stays within
and
the boundaries
something
of the
they'll
pad.
obviously
And
work
keep
on.
your eye on your pitch and roll.
Now of course this is the landing mode, and we'll just land and finish up here, but obviously you can try the tutorial yourself and go through the full tutorial.
Automated landing initiated. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Touchdown.
Now on the RSI website there's an in-depth design document on the Star Marine FPS module, simply now called Star Marine. Now if you read the document and watch the videos, you'll see why it's been delayed, as they're adding a lot of features and polish to Star Marine. Now I'm not sure when it's going to be released. It could be a month or it could be longer, but it's certainly going to be worth the wait. Now here's a video from the site which is on the different combat suits for the Marines and Outlaws in Star Marine. Now there's big ship news this week, as the Starfarer is back on sale. Now on the RSI website you can get some really good pieces of artwork which is taken from the interiors of the Starfarer. So they're obviously getting a lot closer to getting this ship hangar ready. Now it's going to feature heavily in Squadron 42, but the real big news is that there's a Starfarer variant now. Now this is going to be called the Starfarer Gemini, or Jeremy, depending where you come from. I come from the UK, so my pronunciation may be different. Now basically the Jeremy is a military Starfarer. It's got better weapons and shields, but it sacrifices some cargo space and some manoeuvrability. But it's available to pledge now on the RSI website, and it does come with LTI. Now finally, on the RSI website there's a new game available for everyone to play. Now it's been made by the people up at Behaviour, and it's basically a retro arcade game. Now I was pretty hopeless at it, but I guess I need some practice. But I did find it fun to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get something similar sometime in our hangars. Well, there's certainly a lot of news this week in the universe of Star Citizen. Anyway, before I go, I'd like to send a message to one of my subscribers, Wayne Palmer, who's just undergone some quite serious surgery on his leg. Anyway, Wayne, I'd like to wish you well, and hopefully you'll be running around very soon. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and wherever you're watching out in that big universe, you take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.